Hey, I had to jump on here real fast. Share something which should be elementary, and it's not even gonna take that much time. Tell me where to go. Please like and share this real fast. It's gonna be real simple. It's gonna be real simple. Cause see, it shouldn't take nothing special or no particular setting to educate. It should be done at a drop of a hat at any time. If you're a teacher, so it's gonna be real simple. Cause my ear be to a lot of things, and it has to be. When I tell my brothers and sisters, it's nothing new under the sun. It's nothing new happening. Only thing is, people on YouTube talking about things now. But it's nothing new. Believe me, it's nothing new. You see, a lot of these podcasts, like a lot of people have been sending me things lately. So I'm gonna start talking about it. Like it's a dude called JT called Pocket Watching. And he be illuminating all these brothers with these scams and all these these people that be on the internet telling you how to do this credit card fraud. And these people be on the TV telling you how to commit fraud and how to defraud the government, but don't be showing you how they be going to jail and all this. And so he be exposing it. But then he says, where I don't agree with him, what he says is the new scam, now the new scam is coming out now because everybody trying to reinvent themselves because they done did all this credit card fraud, is that sovereign citizen stuff and canceling corporate debt. Well, that's not new, JT. So when you see those videos start being made and that's the new scam, man, that ain't new. That's why I tell everybody they need to stay in their lane. If you study on multiple levels like I have and other people, then you can talk about these things that you have experience in. But when you talk about something that's new, that's not new. That sovereign citizen stuff, canceling your corporate debt, that's that fake Moorish American shit that I've been illuminating. That's that I'm not American citizen shit. That's that I'm some foreign national shit. That's what that is. And that's not new. So when these brothers with these podcasts, that's financial advisors, which I give them all the credit for standing their lane. But then when they say, and I got a video of the new scam coming out, brother, that ain't no new scam. These sovereign citizens and this conscious community, that's the old fucking playbook. That shit, the conscious community, they've been doing that shit. Talk about I can claim your nationality. And Noah Ali said, we're gonna do a status correction. That's that bullshit. So that's why I be telling people to stay in their lane. If a person gonna speak from expertise, a 1099 ain't no trust fund at the end of the rainbow. That's a religious affidavit. So when people gonna talk, let's see what the brother gonna say, because they be talking from what they're hearing, not from expertise. Because if you want to learn something, like they always be telling you, talk to the experts in the fucking field. See, this is what I be having a problem with. Let's make videos. If you're a financial advisor, stay in your lane. If you're not an expert on this, how can you make videos as a journalist and don't get the ones that's experts that's an expert in the field? Well, you just like all the rest of them. This is what I be telling people. The people need to stay in their lane. Get the expert in the field. If I'm gonna talk about anything sovereign citizen, then I will get a sheik that's an educator, that's a scholar. I will seek them out. I wouldn't say some new thing that's happening, because that's not new. That's sovereign citizen shit, and I'm not no American citizen. That's old. You can see that shit on CSI. That's them Europeans when they want to overthrow the government. That's a European thing. That's a poor European Albion game. When they talk about they ain't no American citizens, that's they game. That's they fucking game. Do you see? So when these brothers say that, talk about this new scam getting ready to come out, it ain't no new scam, brother JT. I love all that work that brother doing, that pocket watching doing. Because see, in our community, it got to be experts that tell you that's a fraud. I've been telling people this shit forever in our conscious community. That's why one of my homies said, I need to go on that brother show and say, man, if you want to know, you need to talk to a person that you say the professionals like yourself and others, they don't have a lot of goddamn views because I ain't in it for notoriety. You understanding what I'm saying? So we have to get the experts in the field to speak on those things, because this been going on in the Moorish community and in the so-called conscious community way before these people that had their podcast videos in the last 5 years, way before COVID hit. That shit been going on for a long time. With that sovereign citizen, you don't have to pay no taxes, and I can show you how to do this shit and defraud the government. That's old. You see? And so when people saying, and I'm gonna show you, like they all try to say they finna do some big break, you ain't about to do no big drop. This old. I've been telling you, that's like, it's not a, listen, this is what they say. This is the old play. And watch, all you gotta do, he gonna say everything I'm saying. They're gonna talk about they wanna expatriate from some de facto government. This is what they say. They want to say they want to cancel some corporate debt. I already showed y'all that green little book. Squatters have no rights. I already illuminated this. So nobody can come to you and say the new thing. This is nothing new, my brothers and sisters. It's just been broadcast. That's all. And so that's what I'll be telling people. If certain individuals that call themselves professionals and this, that, and the other, and tell other people to stay in their lane, then these people should stay in their fucking lane too. And deal with the experts like they tell everybody else. That's in the science. That's an educator. That have a business background just like them. That have been illuminated this, where the multitude of our people at, in the churches, in the academia. And that's what I'll be telling people, man. See, I don't have a motive. I don't give a damn about no views. I don't have no stupid ass super chat. I educate you this shit just for donations. I'll connect you to the right people to do the work. See, we ain't just gonna talk about some stuff. You see, when a person say, this is the new scam getting ready to come out, this sovereign citizen, that ain't new. And to be honest, see, a lot of these people not educated enough. You must be in your field. It's not a such thing as a sovereign and a citizen. That's an oxymoron. See, they tell these people you need to deal with people with the education and background in their field. So ask these brothers, do they have a background in international law? Ask them, do they have the background in local, the state, and federal law? Ask them, do they have a background in indigenous people law and policy and international law? Ask them that. If they don't, well, they need to shut the fuck up, just like they tell everybody else. You see the thing? Oh, I watched. All they did is watch some videos. So, do you have an education on international law? Do you have an education on indigenous people law and policy? Do you understand what the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th Amendment consists of? Do you know what manumissions is? Do you know in 1853, it was illegal to be a Negro, black, or color, and these people be on there calling themselves black men. And see, they just as stupid as them. That's the Spencer and Dungy case, the Dred Scott law. So when they talk all that black man stuff, they just as guilty as the other people talk about they some sovereign citizens. Do you understand what I'm saying? When these people tell you to deal with the experts in the field, well, do you have a background in civics and history and international law and law and policy? Do we understand the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th Amendment? Do we understand about proclaiming, declaring, and have due process? Do we know these things before we start making videos on things that these brothers have no fucking experience and background on? What they're gonna do is make some videos of the shit that they saw a small group of goddamn sovereign citizens and militia, like the rise of the Moors and all that other shit. See, that's all they gonna base it on. And they probably gonna pull some videos of Taj Tariq Bey. He probably gonna pull some videos on that factor fraud and all that shit that those Europeans be making on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? See, I know what these Negroes are going to do because I'm in the community. I've been destroying that shit just like they be doing in the financial community. But see, I have degree and education in the finance as well. That's why I can cross study to what they be telling you ain't nothing but elementary wisdom as well. Because the only people get hustled is those that's illiterate. So I love what that brother's doing on Pocket Watchers. Love what that brother's doing. Exposing all these frauds, men and women, all that scam out of shit, all these podcasts, these Negroes paying them. I know how that go. I'm from Flint, Michigan. I've been around all that fake Ponzi scam. I know how all this shit go. So when people say the new scam getting ready to come out is some sovereign citizen, and that ain't new. They've been doing this shit forever in the conscious community. I'm gonna show you how to cancel corporate debt and do all this stuff and change your name. Man, I told y'all, he got a video of goddamn it Deion Sanders' wife when she done got with some Negro and he interviewing her and she talked about she done claim her nationality, she a bae, and the Negro on there interviewing her. The more, and everybody call a scholar and everybody be act like they don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This is nothing new. So when people say that and like they dropping something, that's for ratings. I don't need no ratings. I'm telling you, somebody sent me this. He was like, bro, you ever seen the dude JT and Pocket Watchers? I said, yeah, I've heard of it. And he get the financial information. He said, you've been teaching this in college and all that forever. And then he was like, and this is what my homie said. He said, I just saw a video and he was dropping. He was like, and the new scam is these sovereign citizen and conscious. And he said he got a new video. And he said, well, he need to talk to you because clearly he's going to talk about something that he don't understand. When all these people be saying they experts in financial advice and financial journalists, and that's fine. But are you a professional in this field that you say that you finna expose? No. Do you have a background in history and law and civics and law and policy and international law and local law and a right to change it? And the claim of child replaces the birth certificate. So you do have unalienable rights. You do. It is national law. And so when a person gonna make a video just off a small group of sovereign citizen goofy Negroes, which is an oxymoron, you're not doing a service. You're not, these brothers not doing a service. It's all for ratings. They'll never get you the righteous ones in the community that got real degrees. I don't have no degrees. I got a real education. I got bachelor degrees and master degrees. I got real science degrees. But they make videos of all these people with these fake degrees. Like he made a video of the fake dude talking about he thinking of stars and talk about he got a degree from Harvard. And when you look up the person, that ain't even him. And he talk about the 19 Keys dudes and all them with they fictitious names, but they won't do the due diligence work to reach out to a real educator. I'm on YouTube. Tell them to reach out to me. And when they thinking they exposing something, I expose it.
Thank you. Hi.
What up? And that's what I'll be saying.
What up, y'all?
See, now my sister in the car. And so we watch a lot of things. Like I was talking about my man JT, the Pocket Watchers. Oh. And he be exposing all them frauds.
I like his videos.
Me too. And see, that's what I just said. And so but watch this, sis. Somebody sent me a video today when he was talking. And he was like, Sheik.
Because he be exposing them niggas.
Okay, but listen to this. He was like, Sheik, see what he said on his video? I had to listen. And he said, now the new scam getting ready to come out of these sovereign citizens and canceling corporate debt. And my homie said, that ain't new. He said, you've been exposing that. He said, that's what these brothers be, what I be talking about, Sheik. They need to reach out to you. You an expert in the field. And not only in that, in finance as well. Because you have the education and the background. I keep telling y'all, there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. And that's why I be telling people to stay in their lane. Because all they're going to do is give you all the horror stories of all the shit I'm going to show you. They might pull up that lady Gail, talk about she's some Sharifian officer and got arrested on the internet. You might pull up that dude with no teeth, talk about this is our land. This is our land. You might pull up with dudes getting pulled over with all the stack of papers, talk about they some sovereign citizens. You might get people talk about it's a Moorish American consulate. You're going to get them fake USAR people riding around in them cars. You're going to get the whole fake Moorish consulate shit. You're going to get everything I'm telling you. You're going to get all that shit, cancel corporate debt, what I'm telling you. You're not no sovereign citizen. So these brothers can't expose nothing. See? And that's what I'll be telling us. They need to deal with the experts in all levels. And when it comes to finance, I've been telling you this. I've been telling you this forever.
Just ain't listening.
We just ain't listening. Look at all my videos. So when they talk that more, I'd be appalled from people talking that, because I'm saying, so what you talking about? You can't say all they talking about is more them fake more them sovereign citizens. That's not more science. So say that a sovereign citizen, a Negro with a fair zone, is the same thing as a European sovereign citizen. So say that. So don't get up on that shit and start confusing that shit with more science, because then I'm gonna start jumping on these motherfuckers' videos and checking they punk asses. Because that ain't no more science. That's some nigga shit.
That's poor shit.
That's some sovereign citizen Negro shit that they got off the internet from y'all know who. So when these people be making these videos, don't let them say this is what Noble Drew Ali taught, and they gonna make videos this what they got from the more science. No, the fuck they didn't. Noble Drew Ali ain't taught no shit like that. I don't teach no shit like that. So when they start playing the games, they can't come and say, well, this what Noble Drew Ali, because I'll break down all the bylaws and all our declarations. I'll break everything down to show you. We operate under the law. We're not here to overthrow no government. Period. We're not here to overthrow no government. Period. We have a divine creed and constitution. And when I read that to you, it trumps everything what these Negroes be saying. Everything else is criminal. I'm telling you from a Sheik perspective. So if when I see the video and I'm jumping in his fucking inbox, because that's not more science. That's the shit these Negroes made. That's these poor Negroes. That's that sovereign citizen shit. That's that I'm about to expatriate from the de facto government. That's what he getting ready to talk about. And it's appalling when these Negroes try to blend that shit with more science and what Noble Drew Ali taught. They have no idea the temple is set up the right way. If they want to know how the temple is set up and what we teach, we don't teach nothing illegal. Period. We don't teach nothing fucking legal. And so when he make the video, the pocket watcher, because I love all the stuff about investment and all that, but when he say, and the new scam coming out, if these people talk about they some sovereign citizen and canceling corporate debt, it better not be no videos of no more science. It better not be no video of Noble Drew Ali. You can have all that fake militia, all them Negroes, the rise of the Moors doing that shit, yeah, but they'll never want to talk to no official. They'll never want to talk to no educator that got the same education and more. They don't. They want to talk to all the cronies to try to make one or two rotten ass apples be the bulk of the group. But I ain't letting that shit ride. That shit ride. I've been telling y'all that shit. You're not no sovereign citizen. That's an oxymoron. How the fuck you a sovereign and a citizen at the same time? It ain't one. That's the end of the discussion. It ain't no corporate debt. You don't have no corporate debt. What corporate debt you have? You are a willing obligor. A willing obligor. You winning the contract with the under the standard that you was going to pay it back with interest, etc. So all the stuff they finna say, that's illegal. Those are what we call nigga sovereign citizens, which I call fascist groups, which I call militia. And watch. I pray to Allah. It ain't they're talking no more science, because that is not more science. Period. This shit that y'all be seeing on the internet, all these Negroes, I can show you how to cancel corporate debt, and I can show you how to file some shit. That ain't what we teach. You ain't magically finna sign nothing and disappear with some CM-Bay document talking about you got some goddamn criminal award paperwork. I told y'all with the lady Gail on the internet talking about she got some goddamn what they call it, prisoner of war paperwork to get you out of jail, and her ass got arrested on the police live. Talk about, oh, you got some motherfucking paperwork to get people out of jail, and then the other goofy ass lady in a retired graduation jacket with a white fez on, talk about these are some goddamn trustee notes you can take to the bank and trade in. These motherfuckers retarded.
I ain't no fucking trust bank.
Do y'all understand what I'm saying? And the goofy ass Consulate General Morocco. Y'all saw what happened to him on the side of the highway. And then the goofy girl, he the Consulate General Morocco. I'll kick you in your stomach.
Get off of him. He like, these cuffs too hard, sir.
And then the so-called fake president of Morocco was locked up out here in Arizona. The USAR, some clock of destiny. That's some bullshit. None of them motherfuckers got no special magic wand that they gonna come to the goddamn courthouse and get you out. Them Negroes would not come in the courthouse. All of them owe child support. All of them got fictitious names. Only thing they doing is a whole bunch of stupid ass traffic tickets. That's what these bum niggas doing. And then that's why they keep switching up. First, they claim your nationality. Then I'm a professional in this. I'm a high level thinker. Now I'm a master in crypto. Now, what's gonna be the new thing coming out? It ain't no new thing. Y'all remember Polite when he was in the conscious community and he wore the fez? He was a Mason. Then all of a sudden I can claim your nationality, and then once they see that, then they convert. They keep flipping it. This is an old Jedi mind trick. And then you got bum Negroes with dirty fezes on and raggedy teeth talk about they can claim your nationality. And then when people be checking it, and I know a million people with the fake dude Shalimar Bay, and everybody talk about the people Grand Sheik talk about they claim their nationality with that fraud shit. So you can't be mad at me. It's just like a Negro went to jail for dope and got out as an informant and move around and get people caught up, and all the people that he dealing with, ISIS, go to jail and get locked up, but his stupid ass federal informant ass still out here.
Stupid. Just doing dumb shit.
See? So when you want to talk to somebody about this shit, we can talk about it. Because this is an old Jedi mind trick. All that conscious community, all that shit started from the conscious community. Period. What's my man show? Fuck. I can't even think of the nigga show. Excuse my candor. The conscious community show. Where they all started on. All arguing. Then with the money grab, when Polite just went to a whole nother level. I forget the name of my man used to have the show. This shit be goofy. All of it, this shit be goofy. All of them be scamming, arguing with each other. Who the Supreme Grand Sheik? A whole bunch of old ass bums. So, I got some. Huh? What you trying to get? What are you gonna get?
Oh, massage.
Oh.
I ain't no more. My neck hurt.
They open?
Yeah, they gonna come in tonight.
So that's what I'm telling y'all, man. So when people want to be experts, my man JT, like my sister, we love y'all brothers' work. I'm a financial journalist too. I got degrees in this shit. I do real businesses. But when you say the new scam is this sovereign citizen cancel corporate debt, that ain't new.
That's old.
I've been teaching this forever, and I'm a sheik. And I'm chic. So when these Negroes be making these videos, JT, the pocket watch, when you be telling people to stay in their field, deal with an expert in the field. Look me up, Kari Hakeem Goodman Bay. She got a Burning Bush Tabernacle Science Temple and School. Dual bachelor degree in business management with a minor in marketing sales and nonprofit startup. Owner and operator of the Burning Bush Tabernacle. MyPDFBooks.com. MorrisHaberdasher.com. My Yacht Son Tees. Amore Lingeries. Empress 9 Designs. ET fucking C.
LO Pro Design.
On land. So when these Negroes be talking that shit, get an expert in it. Where we at, sis? Right here?
Yes, right by the LA Dance place.
This is what I be saying, but all we want to do is get people that we can talk shit about the community, but we don't want to get no educator. We don't want to get no professional in it, because we want to make it seem like everything is a fraud. But then they'll say, well, everything is not a fraud, get an expert. Well, I'm telling you the same thing. JT, I love your work. But when a person say after the new thing that's coming out and this sovereign citizen, this cancel corporate debt, because everybody friend to do that, that ain't new. That's that sovereign citizen nigga shit. That's old. Where at? Right here?
Right here, please. Thank you, cuz. Mm-hmm. All right, peace, Mose. Look them up. Real credentials. Feel me? All right, I see you later.
Yeah. Man, I'm from Flint, Michigan. Man, one of my high school friends was in that multi-marketing level shit. I cussed their ass. I know how this shit go. I'm 46. I don't have no fake education. Talk to me. But see, they don't want to talk to it. They just want to do pull some shit up with a whole bunch, I call them cronies, off the internet. Don't nobody get no real information off no crony off the internet with no fictitious name of a million keys and super thinker of the world. What's my man named Ben Carson? That owner talk about he thinks outside the world in space. Well, that Negro said he got a degree from Harvard. That Ben Carson, that it ain't even him. He got a goddamn certificate that you can get in 6 weeks for free. Goddamn, my man, what's the other Negro name? The Muslim dude, Ben X. That motherfucker got a fake ass degree. First he said he got a master's degree in business management. Then he say he got a master's degree in Christian education from some fake ass degree, a diploma mill where him and Tank is doctors of divinity. I mean, a doctor's degrees. That's an honorary behind the green screen. And the motherfucking president of the university is the sovereign of Hawaii. All fake. What a goddamn never farms that them Negroes got them fake ass hard hats and them scissors and talk about this land. That shit ain't happened. Where it's at? Where the motherfucking land that the religious Muslim Negroes linked up with the lady in Atlanta and the Arab Muslim that they always talk about, the pale man and the white man, which it ain't one. And they talk about they have 400 acres and scam people talking about they were selling people an acre for 7,500. Where it's at? Where it's at? That shit is nothing. And then they start talking, well, my brother, we're educated. You know you ain't educated. You a lying nigga with a fucking bow tie on. The same way these niggas with fez is on. See, I don't hold no motherfucking backbones on nobody, especially in our community. It's only happening in our community and these motherfucking YouTube people. It's nothing new under the sun. If you want to know anything about nationality, spirituality, history, all that fake shit that these fake ass sovereign citizens in the conscious community talk about, I'm some sheik, I can claim your nationality. That's old. Man, people have been making videos forever. Look up Factor Fraud on YouTube. Look at all that stuff, that fake sovereign citizen Morris shit. I'll be talking about this. Motherfuckers be going around. I'm going to nationalize people under the Moorish American Consulate. Ain't no fucking Moorish American Consulate. The 8822 number ain't nothing but a goddamn religious affidavit. The 1099, the 99 ain't nothing but an affidavit. I showed y'all that. You can get that from the CCRD, the County of Clerk of Recorder of Deeds. So when them lying ass sheik love L them talk about they could nationalize you or denationalize you, can't no stupid nigga nationalize you or denationalize you. That'll change you from the descendant nature of your foremothers and forefathers. Tell them lying ass nigga with fezes on to nationalize a Chinese, a Sudanese. You can't. You fucking can't. So when they want to talk about some new scam, this ain't new. Them Negroes, man, I start showing Marcel Watson L. When they talk about they some grand sheiks in Chicago, where if y'all grand sheiks, why the fuck y'all go to jail for tax fraud? And all y'all people, y'all got all y'all people in trouble for tax fraud. But y'all talk about y'all don't pay taxes. See, I know too much. I know these lying niggas' real names. Shit. And that's what I'm saying. People better stay in their lane, man. I'm an elder just as much. I might look young. I'm 46. So when I be telling these clowns, I'll be like, dude, you talking about something you have no understanding of nothing. You making some videos. You getting some shit some people sent to you, but you ain't getting no first-hand shit. When I started sending you declarations from all the mayors in 2012 telling your black ass that you're a Moorish American, telling that you're a Moor, that you have a right of a nationality and the right to change it, and no one will be arbitrated not of a nationality, which is the Declaration of Human Rights, Article 15, when I break down the SF 181 form pertaining to ethnicity, because black was never used to describe ethnicity in the first century. Black was only used to describe in theatrics, when in the movies, when the screen come down. House Joint Resolution 75, when you have the right to annex your L or your Bay to your name. The 13th, the 14th, the 15th Amendment. The Reconstruction Laws. Manumissions. The Spencer and Dungy case. Before Abraham Lincoln was the president, he defended the Moore in court. So I'm talking about law. And in 2012, the mayors know they understand our proclamation and declaration. And when I be telling all my misnomer and Mexican people, that's what the colonizer called you. You indigenous to the land. Ask your great-great-grandmama. You talk about you Mexican and Latino, Hispanic. That's bullshit. You indigenous to this land. All that shit is misnomers. Why you think all our culture look alike? Why you think all our attire look like? Why you think our genetic makeup is all the same? You've been lied to. You want to get an expert in this, and that's been debunking those Euros, those Negroes and Fezes, and I'm a sheik, and I represent the Fez. You know the Fez is holy. Your granddaddy wore a Fez. He just was a lower level Freemason. He just didn't tell you. He was only a 32 and 33 degrees. Well, that's meteorology when water freezes. That's snowman wisdom. It's nothing secret with me. It's sacred. I release the keys. The fence represents the woman's womb. From the tassel to the umbilical cord, to the mundane ball, to the holes in it. For all my Eastern Star women that took the oath, that got the, and your pentagram turned sideways. That white fence with the gold tassel represents you. And y'all under the European Daughters of America Revolution. And your brother right here in your fucking face that's 99 degrees of ancient right, Memphis and Mizraim. And all them Europeans and Albions, no disrespect. And black Masons ain't nothing but 32 and 33 degrees. They can't talk like me. They can't. Off with their fucking head. You see what I'm saying? So if they want to talk to an expert, a lot of them brothers be lower level Freemasons. Well, the first thing you got to ask them, are you a Freemason? Are you part of a fraternity? Then I'm going to start dropping bombs on their motherfucking head. I say, so the Greek is a fraud. Or what? You a Greek god, huh? Then I'll make them feel just as little as they making everybody else feel. Do you understand what I'm saying? When they talking that shit. Because everybody ain't getting hustled in no financial gain. So don't come in my community and then try to act like an expert, because I'm the expert in my community. Point blank. And when they talk about it, I'm going to be blowing their motherfucking shit up all day. Like, man, you have no idea what you talk about. You watching some videos. Get a real educator that know mayors and that done talk to prosecuted attorneys and done this in real life. That's educated, just like y'all say they are. You see? And then the last topic I want to talk about is when our own people in the community. I've been dealing academia forever. When people talk about, would you take an 850 credit score or 2 million? I hope you take the 2 million. Or I'll take the 850 credit score and I can run up the credit. I can go with, when you hear anybody say about Navy Federal, you need to run. All that shit is a scam. That's old. None of this shit they talking about is new. It's only been exposed on podcasts and shit. This been new. Nobody in it that's intelligent is getting hustled by this goofy shit. No one is getting hustled. The only people that get hustled by these cronies is people that got hustle on their face. All you got to do is open a portfolio. These Negroes don't have no background in nothing, and you dealing with people with fictitious names. So they really ain't really doing nothing for you. All you got to do is come to me. I do this shit for free. That's why I be saying they ain't talking about nothing. All that high level thinking, all them fake ass fictitious names, man, that's bullshit. All that goddamn Bitcoin, them Negroes don't have a slug. Pay for my goddamn course to do fucking what? Or you invest in the Bitcoin. Well, let's see your ROI. Let's see your portfolio. Let's see if what you're doing is what you're really doing. If not, you fraudulent your investors. If you people paying $200 for your course, you're not defrauding them. What you doing with the $200 with the course? Because they paid for the course, they got what they wanted. But if you say you're an investor in Bitcoin, so you should be taking that $200 and investing in Bitcoin, and you should be seeing the loss. Or if people want a return on their investment, and if they want, how can I say dividends, or how can I say a percentage each month, or like how can I call it a recurring return of their investment, you can't even show that because they ain't doing nothing. See, I know about all this simulated bullshit. They'll never come on my shit with that, and they don't have a real back because I know these people real names. See what I'm saying? I know all these people with all them tattoos on their face get my board game. I know all those Ponzi scams. See, it's an old Jedi mind trick. It's an old, how can I say it, influencer. I told y'all, I showed the 2 books on my IG page where it's an old Jedi mind trick. I got all those books. And if y'all want to learn something, when see these Europeans, Rich Dad and Poor Dad, and all these other dudes that wrote that book, the influencer, his name is Gulalani. I might be misquoting his name. See, they know when I speak, I done all this shit before. And I make them, they play on your, well, if the rich people are doing it, why not you? Fool, they rich. I be telling y'all, all they doing is they got tax. How can I say? They don't pay Uncle Sam all their money, just like you should donate to your church the same way the Sopranos. That's all they telling you. It's nothing magical. You can't defraud the government. And see, everything we do is lawful. It's to give it Uncle Sam the less and supporting your religious and charitable contribution of your choice and help it be successful in the community and build infrastructure in the community, religious, scientific, educational, health, and wealth, where you can build finance and you can have libraries and you can have your schools, just like the Jewish community does, just like the Catholic community does. When it's a religious community that's chartered, just like any fraternity. just like any Masonic group. Don't y'all know Farrakhan is a Mason? He only 32 degrees. See, I'm telling you, if Farrakhan came on my page right now, he'll be like, peace, She Goodman Bay, because he know, and I know that he know that I'm 99 degrees and he only 32 degrees. And that's when water freezes. And he took an oath. Ain't no disrespect. Carter G. Woodson, Freemason, A.J. Rogers. I'm part of the Philosophical Research Society. I just keep telling people I'm transparent. My feds ain't defiled. And I ain't no Greek fraternity neither. This 99 degrees. It's the wisdom that elevated me to this. And my association of my academia. I don't have to take no oath. I'll release the keys to everything. Every European KKK, they under the Quran. The KLO, the Quran spelled like Quran, but with an L in it, the Quran. I know them all. Because most of them are Scottish Rite Masons out here. I'm telling you, I know them all. They have to identify themselves to me. Why? Because I have their charter with their faces, just like I have your charter if you in the Greek fraternity and the Mason. Tell me I'm lying. And you can't. All you got to do is pull up Steve Coakley when he show you the Greek is a fraud. Steve Coakley, he just went too extreme, too radical, and fell off a lot. But see, I'm an educator. I'm not no poor righteous teacher. I ain't here to save the whole world. Kiss my ass. I'm here to help my people in my tribe and let the chips fall where they may. I do this shit for small fucking donations. And I get paid swell in real life. I'm not a poor righteous teacher. I don't ask nobody for shit on here. I do this shit for free. For small donations and give you a tax and receipt. When all those people, those financial advisors, well, if they was for the community, well, they should just create a 501c3. Well, I'm a 501c3. You see what I'm saying? When the people say I'm a 5, the Burning Bush Tabernacle Science Temple and School is a fucking 501c3. We tax exempt for the federal government. Religious, scientific, charitable, donation. We just like the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. We can give you a tax and receipt for donations. You got 501c3 all the way to 5010. So when you want to talk to an expert, you dealing with an expert. So you can't just. I hope this brother ain't finna make some shit talk about more science and this more science stuff. No, because that's some sovereign citizen nigga shit. If they say more science, dude, you can look up anything. You can look up how the temple is set up. He can get with me. I can show you how the Moorish Science Temple is set up. So anything that they gonna say, they better not say Noble Drew Ali told nobody to do it, because Noble Drew Ali ain't say cancel no corporate debt or you some sovereign citizen and you gotta expatriate from this de facto government, or you gotta do some stupid ass status correction. None of that. Or you gotta expatriate from some a de facto government. That's all fraud. And I'm telling you that shit from a sheik, from a Moor. Any questions? That's why I be saying when I be like, man, I know people don't do this. We always try to make our people look bad. And this Moorish science is older than you, me, Noble Drew Ali. Ask them Negroes, look up Deuce Muhammad Ali. Before Noble Drew Ali, before Marcus Garvey with the feds on. Ask them, look up Deuce Muhammad Ali. Look up Abdul Hamid Solomon. And both of these brothers was from Egypt. Damn it, didn't goddamn Shakespeare write about Othello the Moor? Man, it's too much of this Moorish legacy for us to be going around acting a fucking fool. And not only just because you a Moor don't mean you finna get some, or you finna claim some paperwork like you some sovereign citizen, or your last name is some slave name, and you finna file something and magically get something from them. None of that shit. So when they make them dumbass videos, I'm telling you right here, none of that shit. Any video that they make, all they gonna do is put some cronies on there. I bet you ain't gonna put me on there. I bet you ain't gonna put up none of my motherfucking videos. He can pull me up real easy. I bet you they can go through all my videos and don't say a motherfucking thing. But what they choose to do is go all out their way to find all the bullshit. But they won't find the good. That's just like a Negro saying, oh, I ain't gonna deal with an Asiatic woman or a Spanish woman, whatever. They all bad. I'm gonna get me a European woman. Instead of finding what you're looking for, instead of finding the righteousness and all the bullshit which a person that have wisdom should do, and say, okay, well, this bad shit, but here go the real right here. And we won't do that shit. And we won't do that shit. They watch. They gonna come with all the bad because somebody sent it to me, and I heard the brother say, and he was talking to some dude. He was like, I for dude that laugh funny, and he was like, and the new scam is gonna be out. Is these people talk about canceling corporate debt and status correction and what they say, they not American citizens and they some sovereign citizens. That ain't new. I've been stepping on these stupid ass niggas' heads. Going to the DMV talking about they want to get rid of they want to add this on their license or talk about going to the courts and talk about they dropping their slave name. Your slave name? What slave name? You got a social security number. Your last name is your coat of arms, your family crest. Y'all see my coat of arms, the Goodman. That's your coat of arms, your family crest. That was given to you from your foremothers and forefathers. Who told you was a slave? See, this is education. So I tell people to stay in their lane. If you have no idea of what international law is and what I'm talking about of indigenous people, law and policy, when it's dealing with nationality, just like Maya Angelou said, if Maya Angelou was in the flesh, she'd be sitting right here next to me like you teaching of our people what it is. Because I tell you it's one nationality, many cultures. Everybody else is doing scam martyr stuff in the name of more science. These Negroes think that they can put a fez on their head and they disappear. Or they can file some paperwork and I can show you how to do this. A whole bunch of old bum. I can show you how to do this. They're like, you can't overthrow the government. What you're going to be looked at is a sovereign citizen or what? A domestic terrorist. I show y'all this list. All the motherfuckers is on the domestic terrorist list. Y'all want me to show y'all the 2023 domestic terrorist list? I show all my muftis and my members the 2022 domestic terrorist list. All them cronies was on there. Man, the federal government they have a thing called the sovereign citizen watch list. And they have it on here. And they make pages and they follow. I know that. They make pages and follow people. RICO ain't just for the mob and for these fake ass credit card people that be on the internet telling you to commit fraud live on TV and record. You think the feds ain't building the case on these stupid niggas? I'll be laughing. I'm gonna show y'all the lady. She was on there with the Louis Vuitton backpack, all that. Boom, feds pick her up. Feds pick her up. And so they showing all y'all how to commit fraud. Listen, let me tell y'all a fraud. If somebody telling you to apply for a whole bunch of credit and they talk about they're going to show you how to apply for some credit from credit card organizations that they'll give you the credit. But the only reason I gave you the credit because you defrauded them because these people told you to lie on everything. All them motherfuckers, all them stupid ass seminars. I'm from Flint, Michigan. I told y'all I expose all that stupid shit. All these podcasts, them Negroes be paying for that shit. It's like infomercials. You know, like late night back in the day on BET, they had that preacher Carney Wilson and they had Benny Hinn and all that. All these niggas is infomercials. You are responsible for getting a fraud ass nigga on your goddamn podcast and talk about they some investor. And they lying to the people. And then this the thing. They not that stupid. It's a little bit of truth, a little tittle of truth mixed with a whole bunch of stupid nigga shit. That's the only way they can get your attention. Because you could be like, yeah. And then they get you caught up with the whole plan on your intelligence. The rest be dumb than a motherfucker. Remedial. And I got to talk like this because that's the only way my misnomer black people are listening. If I talk with diction, if I talk with proper English, with a silver tongue, eloquently, with aptitude, all I'll be speaking to is white folks on the college like I've been doing. That's why people don't know me. I don't have no fake degrees. I'm not no fake educator. I don't care what Negroes say. Well, they say you ain't no sheik. No, I'm not your sheik. I'm not your shaman. I'm not your royal priest. I'm not yours. No, I'm not. You see? So when they say a professional in the background, you cannot talk about no more science or talk about people talk about Catholic corporate debt and sovereign citizen and all that fake nationality shit without talking to somebody, a sheik that used this platform to debunk all that shit. All that expatriating from the de facto government. I've been exposing that shit right now. So for my man JT, I'm gonna keep saying it because somebody sent it to me. Don't make no video talking about no motherfucking more science is fraud and using Noble Drew Ali and trying to paint the picture and say this what they doing now, this new hustle, cancel corporate debt, and use some sovereign citizen and expatriating from the de facto government. That is not fucking more science. I'm gonna say that off the top. And we cannot let people just make videos and only let a few people discredit. Like it was a dude, a European, and he used to be on everybody page. What was his name? Swindle King Hoodwink. He was a European, and I get it European credit for jumping on all them Negroes page, Rise of the Moors. He was dealing with some dude. I forget what he called the MWO order, and he was just asking them a whole bunch of stuff they couldn't answer. Everybody talking about this paperwork makes us this, like you can file this and file this, and do you know the 13 the law and all this, a whole bunch of shit. So which means nothing. And so the dude Swindle King Hoodwink was under them Negro feathers. So one day I'm live, and he jumped on my page and said, "Black dude, don't know my affiliate." I said, "One, that's anti-Semitic for calling me black, fat fucking Albion, trailer dyke." I said, "Just because you don't have your camera on, I know where you are. I know you in Illinois, and I know you only a 32-degree Mason. And once your people know that you done jumped on my page disrespecting me, I bet you gonna cut your motherfucking beard and everything off your face, and I bet you gonna make another video with the Moorish American flag behind that bitch, and I bet you gonna say, I won't disrespect any more real sheiks of the Moorish Science Temple of America, but the rest of these sovereign citizens, I'm gonna continue to make my videos." Absolutely, I'm with that. But don't you ever jump on my motherfucking page and don't do your due diligence, and you think you talking to some stupid ass nigga, sovereign citizen, and you can just ask me a whole bunch of stupid shit that don't mean nothing. You see, and that's what I be telling us. Do your background. And I'm telling you from experience, he jumped on everybody's page. It was Swindle King Hoodwink, had the audacity to jump on my page, and one of his colleagues that I know jumped in my inbox like I'm already typing his ass. He was like, "I hope," and he's gonna apologize to you. Because see, that's what they do. They jump on anybody's page. They see more science or anything. That's what them stupid ass Europeans was doing, Albion trailer dykes. I'm going to say it just like that. Because if you're going to call me black, because I ain't nothing black about me. That's the adjective. I don't get that shit no more. So yeah, you can make all the videos with all them Negroes talk about they finna file some paperwork, all that. This is my land, thinking because they got a fair zone, they some stupid Moroccan and all that. No. I don't play that shit. So I'm not going to let nobody jump on my page or talk about more science or talk about this movement, and I'm in a red state, which is Arizona. I don't have no problems. I'm getting ready to have my fourth fucking Morris Ball in Tucson, Arizona. I know the fucking mayor in Tucson. Her husband is a cholo. Fuck these motherfuckers talking about. Excuse my candor, I got pictures with her. I got pictures with all my misnomer Mexican and Latino people. I'm in Arizona. I keep telling y'all, man, Arizona was discovered by a Moor. See, they got a stupid ass goddamn park out here named Christopher Columbus. That's bullshit. Everybody know Arizona was discovered by a Moor. That's why it's indigenous out here. That's why I call Arizona Mexico. That's why I tell everybody when y'all go to the Cancun, about an hour away, they got the Olmec Museum. When you look at the back of the heads, they got braids. And when you go to the Egyptian monuments in the Grand Canyons, which no regular person can go no more because the National Guard there, all the shit is the same. I can show you this. I can take you to Massachusetts and show you all the Russian Icon Museum. I can take you in the Catholic Church and take you and show you what they got behind the red ropes. All the goddamn pictures of Yahshua and Jesus in Russian icon in fucking gold. So can't nobody tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. We've been lied to all across the board by these fake scam artists, these fake conscience community, these lying-ass Freemasons. A lot of these brothers is Freemasons, so they ain't going to tell you all the information. They'll just weed you on. And a lot of them ain't going to tell you all the information because they're in a fraternity. That's what they oath is all about. It's just like these Negro Freemasons. They even say their kids is perverse. So I'm telling you, it's only a little bit that they going to give you. But you're dealing with 99 degrees right here. This Moorish science is nothing illegal. Moorish science is for the whole family. And I do everything lawfully. Why? Why? Because law governs all events. with me. I done broke this down. Law governs all events, and I can break this down. So if that brother want to make a video and talk to somebody, all he got to do is give me an hour. I'll break it down. Law governs all events. Because I ask him, do you think you a black man? He'll say yes, and I'll say how? According to science and law. See, these Negroes be talking about they smart. I'll say, well, what is a black according to science law? Silver mortis. That's Latin, right? So a lot of law is what? Pig Latin, right? Or what you saying? Yes. So tell me how you a black man, and according to science and law, black is dead. It's silver mortis. See? And then they start talking all that shit, and they want to be talking about something, and they say, well, our freedom is connected to blackness. How? How are your freedom connected to blackness? And Obama told you that you're not black. Obama told these Negroes, see, they get caught up in characters, but I don't vote for none of that shit because all presidents are already selected by the Electoral College. They're not elected, they selected already. So a lot of this stuff, come on, man. These brothers don't know what they talking about. They had that panel with T.I. and Tavis Smiley, and they had Carnell West and all on there. And they said, what and Dr. Carnell West, he married to a European woman. That's here nor there. Taught at Harvard for all them years, talking clearly nothing. If you so smart in a PhD, why the fuck you ain't talk about the Declaration of Human Rights, Article 15, the SF 181 form, House during Revolution 75? I ain't even got the Declaration of Human Rights, Article 15. Why? Talk about your freedom is connected to blackness. That's the most stupidest shit in the world. That's a misnomer. But they so educated, they want to get on there because they want to talk that Black Lives Matter, and all they do is get paid to speak and to keep y'all in shambles. Claiming your nationality, proclaim, declaring to have due process. That's individually. And then us, we have a religious rights. We research the religious rights of the indigenous people. And then we do just like anybody else. It's sign a petition, just like if you're running political office. And then to go to the world courts and you be identified as a people. It's a certain amount of signatures. Just like they talk about the $5 Indians. See, they know it. I know it. They might not know it. Yes, they do, especially if they got a PhD, especially if they talking about civics, but they ain't going to tell you because they know they lying. I bet you none of one of them PhDs will sit and have a conversation with me and talk that black shit. I'll break down international law, what I just told you, and rest my case. And they wouldn't say nothing. And I say, well, how is your freedom connected to blackness? Then start talking about, oh, well, you know, when we got that Willie Lynch, I say, well, that Willie Lynch is a fraud. You know it. Willie Lynch ain't real. That shit came from Farrakhan in 95. And Farrakhan, that's some Eurocentric, Negrocentric propaganda. I'm telling you, ain't no such thing as no Willie Lynch. That'll be in the Library of Congress. I told y'all, all this shit don't add up. It's fake. I did a dissertation on this. Standing ovation. I told y'all that Roots was fake. Alex Haley plagiarized that from a European called Harold Kohler in his book called The African. And he ain't nothing but a European low-level 32 and 33 degree Freemason. Now, let me stop saying European. Let me say Trelodike and Albion. He ain't nothing but a lower level of 32 and 33 degree Freemason. That's when water freezes. And then we done took that, talk about our ancestors, some stupid-ass, lying-ass Kunta Kinte. And Alex Haley lied and got sued for that shit. And see, they let us believe dumb shit. That's what's popular in our community, the hip-hop dumb shit. That's why I gotta curse and use my vocabulary and talk that talk. Because if I just spoke eloquently, nobody would tune in. You see, only 3 or 4 people tune in. If I was talking stupid shit and telling you how I can claim your nationality and get you some fake money and all that, I have millions and millions of views. If I was saying, hey, give me your information and I can get you some ID card, some nationality card, or some fake ass passport with Michael Jordan or Aaliyah and a fake ass plate with Noble Drew Ali on it, with all that shit, and give you some fake ass paperwork, I have a million of motherfuckers donations and everybody own me. But I don't have no scam for you. I don't have no scam for you. That's why I'm going to be here for life. And can't nobody shut this down. I ain't friends with a lot of Negroes that wear that fez. They know it. I look at them and say, man, I know what you're doing. That shit you talking is bullshit. No disrespect. I don't respect no old fool talking a whole bunch of magical shit. And a lot of these brothers don't have insurance, don't have no job. They women on Section 8. And you telling them, oh, the white man, you don't got to get this. You don't got to have this while these Negroes poor. Talk about money is fiat, but asking you for donations. How the fuck these bums living? How they eating? How they using cell phones? How they got their clothes on? They talk about, well, you know, money is fiat. How your ugly ass is taking care of yourself. These motherfuckers don't have no teeth, no insurance, telling you to drive without license. And then talk about money is fiat. And then got the audacity to talk about some fucking Bitcoin. Well, how the fuck you gonna buy Bitcoin if you don't have no fiat, smart guy? And then talk about money is not backed by no gold. Well, stupid Negro, goddamn Bitcoin ain't either. So when the market adjusts itself, if you put all your money in a goddamn Bitcoin, when the market adjusts itself, how you gonna have some money to buy Bitcoin when the market adjusts itself? Huh? You done put all your money in Bitcoin. Listen to these retarded ass Negroes with bandanas on, with no experience or nothing, with no background or nothing. Tell them to open a portfolio. Y'all don't even know these people real names. I asked the Empress one day, what's this man's name? She done went to this stupid ass conference. I said, what's this man's name? I don't know. I said, what is he talking about? She said, Sheik, a whole bunch of fucking nothing. I just wanted to go see what these niggas talking about. And she said, it's a setup for a whole bunch of multi-level marketing shit. Then he had to do Bill Carson, whatever the dude name talk about he speak out of space, and he talk about some fucking Bitcoin. And then he up there talking about he got degrees from Harvard and all this. And then I looked him up. I said, is this him? They said, no. I said, well, this is the only motherfucking whatever my man name, I got it written down, that graduated from Harvard. That's a multi-millionaire, professional, misnomer black businessman. Not this nigga that's on these videos with 19 keys. See, I'm telling y'all, this is what I be telling y'all. You can't get mad at me. That motherfucker got some goddamn paper certificates that anybody can get free right now. So you can't get mad at me. And then what about the Black World Order when all the scam artists, they all know each other. They came together to do this happen. What happened to the shit? What happened to the shit? What happened to the motherfucking Never Land that the Muslim brother was talking about? And then everybody said, oh, we were destroying our black brothers. They ain't my motherfucking brother. Oh, but we'll talk about a European that scammed, but when our own people scammed in, we let them run off in the sunset. What happened to all that? What happened to all the shit that these Negroes said they was going to do? So then they all come together. The Al-Islam Muslim, that had the fruit of Islam on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The dude with the rings and the headband, and the dude with all the tattoos all in his face. Wasn't they the Black World Order? What happened? Research it. You tell me what happened. I know what happened. Research it. And they linked up with a dude with that goddamn simulator shit. I know what a simulator is. Y'all don't. Nothing. All these stupid ass board games. Buy my course. Show me anybody that really, really did something out of that. I can show y'all where they be getting their fake testimonies. They are bots. They call bots. In academia, I was a financial advisor, and I was the director with all our student advisors. So a lot of times we pay for mail orders and we pay for addresses. So anytime you're on the internet looking at stuff and you see college on there, you automatically get a call from us. So you can't get mad at me. All these conferences, I'll show y'all all these girls that went to jail, all this conscious community stuff, this high level thinking, it's trash. All this motherfucking high level men is trash, basing it on $1. But not you loving your mom, you take care of your kids, you an honorable man, you educated, none of that. Because you make 60 fucking bullshit thousand. Well, okay, well, if a woman make that, she high level too. And she don't have to deal with no Negro that don't make it. That ain't making what she make. But see, all these cronies dress up. They don't have no real profession. And it's no disrespect. If you're a motivational speaker, say that. But none of this shit is making nobody no money. And if we okay for being entertained, that's fine. But when these people make these fictitious goddamn businesses, I'll give you another analogy. Like my man, y'all remember the group goddamn Grind With Me? Damn, I said Grind With Me. That was the name of the song. Okay. So my man JT had my man on there talking about him. His brother, the old one, went to jail for this PPP loan shit. But his other brother, whatever, he do the Ponzi scam shit, and he was on the internet with the little girl going around talking about, would you take an 850 credit score or $2 million? He's like, I'll take the 850 credit score. You can run it up. You can do all that stupid shit. These niggas is dumb. Why the fuck would you take a 850 credit score? You don't have no assets, no nothing, no business. You gonna make some fake shit up and gotta go beg for something you gotta pay back instead of taking $2 million? Stupid as fuck. So anyway, the dude from Pretty Rican, the light-skinned dude, I think his name's Spectacular. I don't know. It might be light-skinned with braids, right? Now, I'm from Flint, Michigan. I'm starting to drop names I don't even give a fuck. I had a friend in high school, graduated, named Deontay Harvey, was in that multi-level marketing shit. That 5, it's gonna come to me when I go on my notes. That 5 level with this shit, with how you can pay your bills with this, all that super hyper shit, all the balloons, and all the ding ding dings, all that shit. So I'm going back in the retrospect. I'm like, oh shit, this is the same play, same dude, same people. I bet you Deontay Harvey probably still doing that shit. See, I don't give a fuck. My wife was there, came to my house with that bullshit. I said, man, if you don't get the fuck out of my house, I'm from Flint, Michigan. I said, I know everybody you dealing with. I'll bring everybody on here that was doing that shit with him and said, did y'all make money? Did y'all make money? Are y'all millionaires? Are y'all millionaires? Not one of these poor motherfuckers. Not one. And I bet you these Negroes done reinvented themselves doing another scam. Or I'm a financial advisor. I'm a financial investor. I'm a credit card specialist. I can help you clean up your credit. Only way you clean up your credit is pay your shit. And then that's a conflict of interest. If you gonna show somebody how to get credit and then you fix credit, that's a conflict of interest. And so I started looking at these people. I said, this is old. So when these people be talking about this and like this, they knew this is old. They was in another multi-level marketing scam. It was an old playbook. I can show y'all all the shit. And the dude I went to high school with, Deontay Harvey, he came back home and driving in motherfucking 745 BMW like that means something. Man, that ain't shit. I got that. Come to my house like this. Are you happy with your job? Nigga, is you? You got that ugly ass Steve Harvey shit on with all your face hair cut off, and because you got on the suit with another scam artist, that multi-level marketing shit, that Ponzi scheme. I know how that shit go. Man, them motherfuckers be quiet, and then I show them all the books, them influencer books of them Europeans that they should have read because they be getting that shit from the Europeans, and the Europeans that they be working for. When I hit their ass up, they shut up. They be giving me donations. I expose all of them. This shit is old. So the shit that they telling you is nothing. All of them are refurbished. I'm surprised Deontay Harvey ain't on that motherfucker. And if you listening, yeah, I'm talking about you. Because all that shit is a scam. All of them reinvented themselves. Once I find the information, I got it in my file. This was years ago when I was staying in Flint, Michigan. I graduated from Flint Northern. All of them the same. I'm like, oh, these the same people. I said, they say some of them got fatter, some of them got skinnier, some of them got different clothes on. Same motherfuckers that was doing that thing with that multi-level marketing thing and pay your bills here, all of them the same. And when he showed my man Pretty, they all the same. They've been doing this shit for a long time, refurbishing. They get these chalkboards and these papers, talk about a whole bunch of shit, a whole bunch of remedial shit. I say, this shit ain't nothing. That's a whole bunch of shit on the board. Okay, now what? None of that shit is real. And the only thing that's happened is now they on podcasts. And now these podcast motherfuckers is monetized by big companies. And so these people go on these podcasts and these people is paying to sell you non-shit, like an infomercial. Like back in the day on BET when y'all had Carney Wilson and Cleo. Call me now. Same shit. Same shit. See? So this is what I'll be telling y'all, man. People need to really, really do some research. And when people start doing things, they start wanting ratings. They start wanting to talk about other people and not experts in it. Well, come get an expert in the field to not only don't talk about the bad, talk about the good. Talk about the good more science. Let me show you some real shit. Tell them look up Tony Brown's journals. Tell them look up Sheikh Anta Diop. Tell them look up Ivan Van Sertima. Tell them look up John Henry Clark. Tell them look up Dr. Ben. Excuse me. Tell them look up Dr. Yosef Ben Jochanan that speaks about this Moorish legacy and its African history. Before they start making videos and talk about, oh, now the new scam finna be canceling your corporate debt and sovereign citizen. That's a Negro thing. That's a Negro sovereign citizen thing that these new age Moors with wearing these fez done did. And they think that fez means something. And it don't. They think they sovereign citizens. They think they finna expatriate from this so-called de facto government, but they don't know nothing. And when you do that, what you are is a domestic terrorist. That's foreign and abroad. See, these is big facts. They're not even educated enough. And so it'll only take me 20 minutes to tell my man JT that said the new scam is going to come out with that sovereign citizen shit. Well, sir, that's not nothing new. It's a whole bunch of old videos with factor fraud, a whole bunch of shit where videos where they showing the fake ass Consulate General of Morocco getting his ass bust on the side of highway cops, showing all that shit, showing everything. And then the dude Vincent telling on the rise of the Moors. See, this is what I'll be telling y'all. A lot of these people are already agents. You can't get mad at me. The dude Vincent that was on the run at his jury trial getting ready to come up, and the head jury trial coming up, him and the girl. Some people cases already been dealt with. Some of them got 3 years. You done did all this and got 3 years. The dude Vincent told, and when he did the video, if they ain't took it down off YouTube yet, because they using it in court for evidence, I'm telling y'all, and all these motherfuckers got court-appointed attorneys, but they talk all that smart guy shit like they know the law. But anyway, so the goddamn Negro Vincent, he's on there on YouTube with the so-called fake Consulate General of Morocco telling the whole thing. He's telling every goddamn thing. He's telling on the whatever the head, Jamal telling everything, how he said it's premeditated, how we'll telling everybody, are you scared, this, that, and the other. He told everybody to put their fucking phones down. He told that they didn't run out of gas. He stopped and he was pumping his brakes. He told everything. Look at the fucking film. This is evidence. And in law, you got a thing called precedent in law cases, doc number, and Free Information Act. You can look up everything I'm saying. You can look up these people names. You can look up all these people, low, late, rank, military, goddamn, service. You can look up all this stuff, what I'm saying, and they're going to use this shit in court because it's permissible in court. That's why I tell all these stupid people, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Nothing you say to the police or nothing can help you. So all these brothers, they told, and they're going to play that tape when Vincent go to court. It's right on YouTube, and he up there with the so-called Consulate General of Morocco, the dude that when his so-called member called him, another fella, here this dude come show up like G.I. Joe on the highway, like doing this to the police. And like with a gun, and he a felon. They scuffed his ass up, and now he telling everybody to commit more fraud on the phone. All this shit is recorded, but you the Consulate General of Morocco, and this is what I'll be telling people. And he's sitting in jail along with all of them other ones. Well, the head dude was out. How? And it's so ironic how he was out on bail. Some people put their houses up and all that because a lot of them was sitting in there to court. So who put their houses up for bail? I tell you, bail is fraud. Bail bondsman is fraud. That's only here in the States. So who put their money up? And if they got a court-appointed attorneys, they don't plead to lesser charges. See, y'all playing the wrong game. And then listen to it. My man Vincent is right on the internet. He's playing the whole thing. He's showing the whole thing. How my man premeditated the whole thing. They didn't run out of no gas. Man, if you in the military, if you the sergeant, whatever, you making sure everything is right before you ride off, because you done this before. You ain't finna do no stupid ass shit, put on the highway at night and hand on gun. That's a fucking warning. That shit was premeditated. All that shit premeditated. And Quincy told. It's free. That's why I be telling people, ain't nobody, the shit he on fucking YouTube in some fictitious fake ass court. These niggas be talking about, yeah, we had the court, we got a deal, and I want to take it to Moore's court. What Moore's court? Some niggas in their goddamn basement with feds and a Moore sign, and you telling your whole fucking case that you get ready to go to court by jury trial for. Are you fucking nuts? And then listen to how this dude Vincent talk. You can tell he fucking nuts. Because he said that he make 5 bands a week, which is $250,000 a year, to follow some niggas that don't have shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? The psychosis of this shit. So if you want to know some stuff and learn some stuff, I can teach it to you. All that shit these motherfuckers been doing, squatting in houses, I'll expose it all. All of it, I'll show you everything. The European been laughing at these Negroes. Me too. This is not nothing new. So when they talk about my man JT of pocket watchers, I'm saying it like that. When it's time for you to say this is the new scam, ain't no new scam, brother. I'll break it down and show you. It's no new scam. This is an old trick that these Negroes has assimilated to, that they brought in our community, and it started in the conscious community. Damn, what's my man's show? I can't think of my man goddamn TV show. Man, somebody tell me the name of that show. Y'all, if anybody be on that conscious community shit on YouTube, y'all know where my man Polite and my man, that the dude that had that little thing on the side of his head. and then the Hebrew and all them Negroes arguing on the corner. All that shit come from what kind? Sonetta. That's what she said. I got the thing, and she was just showing me a whole bunch of shit. And then it's another dude, Moore's World TV, an older man that be on there rapping, laughing, talking about all this. I said, all these people know each other. I said, because you start pulling up, be like, man, all these people know each other. Look at Sonetta. That's his thing studio. She showed me a whole bunch of old stuff. All these clowns know each other. All them Negroes on the internet know each other. They all on Sonetta TV. That's what it is. She said, all of them know there. All of them. She said, all of them. All of them. Every last one of them. She said, every last one. She said, who? All of them that got them feds on the internet that talk about they some scholar be traveling all over everywhere, sitting in hotels and all that. All of them will talk about they some grand chic. All of these talk about, all of them was on there. Every last one. Polite, all of them. They all was on there. And these Negroes still arguing about the Bible. And now they switching over to a different scam. Now they can show you how to the Forex and all that. And so I told y'all, we only been scammed by our people in community. It's only one European that I know that said, hey, I'm going to make money off these dumb black folk. You know? I only seen one. And we ain't saying nothing about that. So when I be speaking, man, for all our people, man, if you're going to say we got to deal with the experts, deal with it across the board. You can't make no videos and then be twisting it and then throw some shit and then try to sneak this and say more science and throw that in there because that ain't more science. I'm a sheik from the More Science Temple of America, and yes, it's some bullshit. That's why I created my own school. So if you want to know how the temple is set up, I can show you. I can sit you down. I can sit you down. So my man JT of Pocket Watchers that talk about financial stuff that say that the new scam is going to be, I can sit you down and show you what this is all about. I can show you how the temple was set up the right way. Under the Revised Smiths, the Herb Smith affidavit. I can show you this. I can show you what all this means lawfully before we make videos and then try to sneak this and say this more science and this is what the More Science Temple of America does. No, it don't. No, it's not. No, it's not. What's who name? Who name you talking about, Noble? Oh, JT Pocket Watchers. JT the Pocket Watcher that be talking to financial illiteracy shit. And you know, and he's good at what he do. But somebody sent me a video today and he paused and he was like, see, got to this point and he was talking to another dude and he said, oh, and watch the new scam is finna be, everybody talking about they finna cancel corporate debt and they some sovereign citizen and they finna claim their nationality and they're gonna expatriate from this de facto government. I'll be like, dude, that is not new. I'm from the More Science Temple of America and I have a school and I'm an educator. I've been illuminating this shit. You're not no sovereign and no citizen. You ain't finna expatriate from this de facto government. All these stupid ass UCCs that these Negroes finna, oh, this UCC one, this UCC code shit. I told y'all, if you know, all that shit is a fraud. I'm telling you, Noble Drew Ali showed y'all this. I show y'all this all day. The only UCC you need to be really understanding about is what? Reserving your right when you go in any contract like any other business. And he said, why? They're going to be all this UCC, all this stuff. Man, this UCC codes for everything. It's UCC code for lower level rank messing with high ranking military. So when people be talking this stuff and say, oh, the new scam, dude, you're not even an expert in that field. Because if you're an expert in it, then one, you should be from the temple. You should have education in indigenous people law and policy, history, law, and civics, indigenous people law and policy, first century, medieval, dark ages, dispensation. You should know all this stuff. You should know international law. You should know the 13th, the 14th, the 15th Amendment. You should know Reconstruction law. You should know all that. If not, you're not an expert in the field. So where are you going to get your information from? Just like say if you was defending someone in the court, where have you gathered from information? Man, somebody will whoop your ass. You will lose in the court of law because you will be basing all your information on the fraudulent activities and not on the lawful activities of somebody that's official in it. You'll be basing on your whole understanding on bullshit. And if I was the judge or the referee, I said, but you still ain't showing me the righteous shit of it. This is old. It's a sheik right here that you could have came to him and he could have cleaned all that shit up for you in less than an hour, but you made 15,000 videos of some goddamn sovereign citizens and niggas in fences, criminals. Talk about they ain't American citizens. Talk about they need to expatriate from this de facto government. Talk about they need to do a fucking status correction. Talk about their last name is some slave name. Talk about they finna cancel corporate debt and drive without license and all that. See, you can't talk about something you don't have no experience in. Only thing you're gonna do is make videos. I have cases and all these brothers that went to jail with this fraudulent shit. And I be laughing at them. I go to the prisons. I know dumb Negroes talk about they got some clock of destiny paperwork, some CMB. CMB, all that PhD, he ain't got no fucking PhD. He lied. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And then if they want to talk that, ask these brothers, are they Freemasons or are they in Greek fraternities? And then we're going to start having a whole nother question because the Greek is a fraud. They're only going to give you so much. They're only going to give you so much. And this is what I be telling people. Oh, the Caucasian, Harold Colander, or the African, that's what you're talking about? Harold Colander, that wrote the book, The African, that was plagiarized, that Alex Haley. I got all these books. I did my oral dissertation and had everybody looking stupid. But they'll talk that we the black man stuff. You ain't that black man stuff. According to science and law, black means death. That's silva mortis. And then in law, it's pig Latin. So it's a whole nother level of what these people got to understand. See, everybody think righteousness is just some money or investing in some stupid real estate. It's all type of ways to make. I don't even play that game. So I won't get hustled by that. None of my people won't get hustled by that. But if you play that game and you want to be educated on something, I know how to do my due diligence and tell you if a person is totally lying, especially when you're dealing with P.O. boxes and fictitious names. If anybody dealing with any real estate investment, excuse me, what that means is they have to take on the assumption of risk, meaning they should have it already to show you that I have it, to where that'll ease you and that'll be more easy for you to do business with them. Like, for instance, if I say, man, I can sell y'all like that, like BNX was telling when he linked up, then they talk about, oh, I didn't do it with the lady from Atlanta, and then with the Al-Islam Muslim, the one they be talking about, and said they have 400 acres and they were selling people an acre for 7,500. It wasn't none. You can look them people up and see who they don't own the land, because it's a European old man and woman that own 400 acres. And so if a person really want to own acres, we own acres in the middle of Mojave and Las Vegas, Arizona, and Las Vegas, Nevada, and Phoenix, Arizona, right in the middle. We own 10 acres. I just sold an acre and a half to a family today that want to take their campers out there and be around us as we develop. I told Moors every day, I said, you don't have to get scammed and go to somewhere that's fictitious. Man, you can do the contract with us. Look it up. I done did this. I done demonstrated this live. I won't even sell you no acre for no 7,500. Hell, I'll sell you an acre for 5. With an allodial deed is ours. And then if you want more acres, I'll show you how to get it. I just get my finder's fee just like anything else, and I'm out the way. Ain't no scam with me. It's just like if you get in trouble, what's the first thing you're going to do? One, you got to pay a retainer fee to talk to somebody. And then most Negroes, they think they know the law. They're going to go get a court-appointed attorney. That's going to make them plead to a lesser charge. But they ain't going to get nobody that's going to defend them in the best interest. That's a legal rep. They're not going to do that because we don't want to pay our own people. See, and I don't tell nobody not to get an attorney, but you should have your legal advisor in your best interest there that can give you precedent in law cases, doc numbers, and the free information that to fact check that goofy ass lawyer that's going to act like he don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I break out on all them precedent in law cases, doc number, and free information act to make his ass defend you in the right aspect. Man, I'll do a quick pro quo and you don't even have to come to court based off precedent in law cases. But see, they act stupid. When y'all look in court and you be seeing they going in their chambers and they be doing quick pro quo. They already know the outcome of the shit. But see, it's just tied up to get you in money. It's like a retainer fee. That's why I tell people, if you got a will, not a trust, you a fool. Because your son or somebody can come and say, hey, man, this is my dad. And then they get you tied up in litigation. See, they can't come to me with that trash. And see, they talk about the only financial investor they really have any experience in is their own lane. Ask them, do they have millions? Ask all these financial investors how much money they got and what to tell you what to invest in and what not to invest in. They can't tell you because everything that you invest in is assumption of risk. Everything that you invest in is assumption of risk. So it ain't no such thing as no financial advisor. They can't give you no advice to say this gonna make some money. Everything is assumption of risk. It's nothing. You can invest in a low interest something to where you can get a return on something where you ain't got to worry about nothing. Hold on. How can I find my trust? There we go. See, there we go. How much do you charge to help me investigate? See, and this what I'll be telling people. What trust are you talking about? I ask everybody, what trust are you talking about? I have to ask a person because you asked me the question, and I'm gonna start answering every question. So this what do you say? I can't even see, my glasses not on. Reality speaks again. This is what this person said. How can I find my trust? How much do you charge to help me investigate? That to me, that sounds like criminal activity and a criminal question. Because how can I? What trust you talking about? Your trust left by your dad years ago. If your dad left a trust, it's in your. If you're not in the trust, he ain't leaving nothing for you. If you're not in the trust, your dad left it to whoever he wanted to have. Just like I told one of my homies, like, well, my dad did this. And I said, well, let's see the trust. And the trust, he left everything to his new wife. He ain't want his kids to have shit because his kids was assholes. So he said, oh, y'all think y'all gonna get something when I die? And y'all ain't helped me when I got sick, when I lost my motherfucking legs? And y'all think y'all finna get these millions when I die? Oh, yeah, when my dad died, I'm finna get something. He left everything to his motherfucking wife. So if your dad left a trust, if he ain't want you to have nothing, or if he wants you to have something, it'll be in the trust. So I can't help you find nothing. You say your dad had a trust years ago. Are you in the trust? The original trust. That's the question at hand. If you're not in the trust, well, there go your answer. Did I answer it? And I have to be matter factual because that's what you said. Left by my dad years ago. Okay, so if your dad left the trust, read the trust. And you said find it. I can't help you find the trust. Somebody had to draw up the trust. So if you said that your dad had a trust, and you got to see who's under trust and tell him to show you the trust, the original trust. You said you didn't know about it. My fam put business in my name. PPP loan, probably. That's what I think you're saying. Reported me dead and evicted me. Oh, they did it. They committed fraud. All you got to do is get with the goddamn the Fed government. That's done. That sounds like some stupid ass Morris shit that they tell you to do. They tell you to spike. Oh no, see that sounds like some stupid Morris shit. I ain't say you did when they tell you to say you did and all that. Then you'll really be dead for real. And it'd be hard. Oh damn! I hope you ain't fell for that shit. Oh man. That's another scam. If I'm reading it right, you say I didn't know about it. My fam, when you say my fam, your mama, your dad, so people got to be specific. In a court of law, I need specifics, how to defend. So when people use that street talk to me, I can't defend nothing because I deal with specifics. I don't deal with generalities. You see, that's why I get paid for what I do. So when people talk hip hop and in generalities, that means they dancing around the topic. So when the person say, I didn't know about it, my fam, who? Your mom, your dad, or some Moors told you, or some sovereign citizen told you, and put biz in my name. PPP loan. What do you say? Let's see. Let's read it. You say, and again, evicted me. You said, obscurity through security, my brother, will executor. I guess. If you say your family and all that, and all that now, like I said, now this is what I say. Tarot told you. Oh my God. You see what I be saying, y'all? This is what I be saying. Let me screenshot that. That's just like a lucky rabbit's foot. I'm trying to be serious in here, and we talking about tarot. Are you talking about a tarot card? You got to be talking about the tarot card, but I'm talking about law. and policy. I'm not talking about a tarot card. I get all that mystical, that hotep stuff. I'm with all that, but I'm talking about something real. I'm not talking about a tarot card. And it's no disrespect. So when people start saying that stuff, I don't know what people be meaning. And this what I'll be saying is like, a person asked me a specific question. A person said they didn't know about it. It said, my fam put business in my name. So a person said they family put business in their name. It's just like a lot of people be putting cable in their kid's name. And then it said name. And then they say, you say pop, but you might be PPP loan. And then they say the PPP loan. Then you say reported me dead and evicted me. And then it says obscurity through security, my brother, will executor. And then you say, Tarot told me. I'm lost with all that. No disrespect. Got to remove that person. And see, this is the stuff what I'll be saying. So a lot of that stuff now, Moorish community, they be coming with a whole bunch of stuff, like magical stuff, and saying nothing. And that's what these brothers be doing. You know? That's why I block people. I say, this is my channel. I'm not going to deal with a whole bunch of stuff. Here it is, the brother asked me something, then turn around and then totally flip the script. He just said, his family put stuff in his name and then apply for PPP loan. And then they did some scam and said that he was dead. And then turn around and talk about this whole tarot card and obscurity and all this stuff. And I'll be like, this where our head be. So people don't want to know nothing. They just want to spill off at the mouth. And that's why we in trouble. And I said, this is a sad day, man. The mental health in our community is sad. It's a lot of people that's illiterate with third grade aptitudes that done put on fezzes, that done watch videos, that done went to Masonic store and all that, and then start thinking that they can file some paperwork and be something. Start talking this trust. Did you hear what this dude said? Oh, how much do I charge for it to claim your trust? I just told you. Can't nobody nationalize and denationalize you. So why would your stupid ass get on my page and ask me some dumb shit like that? Do y'all understand what I be saying? I just explained that, and then the brother get right on my page and ask me that. But I already know who these trolls be. And that's what I'll be telling us. I said, we can't be that stupid. We can't be that incompetent. We got to keep talking about this. I'm not that guy. I can't nationalize you, and there's nothing I can do. And here the brother that's going to ask me that. Can I help him? All that stuff. And then start talking about this, that, and the other, about a trust that his dad left. If you in the trust, see if your dad left you something. And if you ain't in the trust, clearly your dad didn't want you to have nothing. And whoever did a PPP loan, you agree with it. Ain't nobody that do no PPP loan. Whoever set that up, they told you to get the PPP loan. And your ass to fraud the government. And you in trouble. And you did that fraud shit to say you did, to try to not pay nothing back, to try to act like you did. I know how this game go. I don't know who these people think they be talking to, y'all. But I love y'all. Peace. And I'm out.